Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I welcome us this afternoon broadcast of Friday, being the 6th day in the month of January in the year 2022. In case you are wondering who is on the line, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corners, bringing to us this broadcast where we speak to you the undiluted truth about this life, about the struggle, and about what's happening in Imo State and other Mpaghara Obodo, Nigeria. In case you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified this time we go live or we'll post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Time is money, so therefore I'm going straight into the business of the day. Let's keep the ball rolling. It don't happen again for this Imo State. This Imo State and Ebo State have been on my news for quite some time now. The governor, who is the prime suspect and the man that behind all the killings in our land, in the state called Imo, he have come out again to accuse some politicians that they are the one behind the attack on what do they call it, Ohakim's convoy the other day. Whereas the finger have been pointed on him, so the only way for him to carry people's mind and attention is for him to come out to make all this blah 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 blah. Something happened to Ohakim. Instead of him to find out what is happening, I'll call his Ebubago, because Ebubago started from Imo State, then escalated to Ebonyi. That is the only two places that the Ebubago is operating. So instead of them, or him and the other cabals who are behind the killings in Imo State, to call their Ebubago to go and look for the people that attacked Ohakim, he ran to President. I know from his house to Asorok is not maybe 10 minutes drive, because that is the place he has been ruling the Imolites from. He ran to the president to complain about the attack on Ohakim. I don't know whether from that Asorok, that is where he discovered the people that is behind the attack on Ohakim. I don't understand this country, and I don't understand this man called Hope Uzodinjo. Whether this man have brain at all, or maybe his brain is congealed, or he's been full with cockroaches and cobwebs. God will reward your children, not you, because for you are gone. You are gone. But God, or the gods, will reward your children what you have done to the Imolites. Ohakim's attack, Hope Uzodinjo have revealed those behind the insecurity in Imo State. Hear him out. And make sure you make this video, let it go viral, so that it will also get to him. That some people know, not some people know, that we all know that he is behind the attack. Let's call a spade a spade. He have tried all he can to silence all the people who is questioning his integrity in Imo State. That is exactly what he's trying to do. But God so kind, he did not succeed. Now he have come out to accuse some people that they are the one behind the attack on Ohakim's convoy, or that they made an attempt to kill the ex-governor of Imo State. Notwithstanding that we all know, and he also know that we know. You get the point now? Governor Hope Uzodinjo of Imo has claimed that politicians are responsible for the security challenges in the southeast of Nigeria, which you are one of them. Politicians, when you call politicians, if you don't name them, that means you are one of them because you are also a politician. So let us proceed. Speaking during an appearance on Politics Today, a program on Channel C television, on Thursday night, Hope Uzodinjo said the recent attacks in the state have shown clearly that the politicians are behind the insecurity in the state, and that the incidents are politically motivated, including you. Thank God you say politicians, so you are involved. Uzodinjo argued that no member of any other political party has been attacked in the state, and no house or property of any kind of any other opposition party have been burned down. The governor said only members of All Progressive Congress, APC, and people close to his government have been victims of attack in the state. That is a medicine after death. Fallacy. He said, today in my conversation with the stakeholders in Imo State, I made it very clear that events of the past have shown clearly that those behind the insecurity in Imo State are politicians, and that this insecurity is politically contrived, according to Hope Uzodinjo. For instance, in that presentation which I did, I came out with a clear position that all the people that have been attacked in Imo State, Although all the houses that have been burned down are members of APC and those very close to my government. What about the Ekoto to market? Who burned it down? Who come out and tell us that you found what do they call it? A shop where they are producing bomb inside the Ekoto to market, and now the market have not caught fire. And you send out Tokaro jet to bomb the area. People lives, people lost their goods that worth millions of naira till today. No any single compensation to any of them. And you are here telling us politicians. Who are the politicians if not you? The calamity that is before the Imo lights and that of Ebonyi State is APC that brought it. And it was you and Devil Mai. Simply because you want to be relevant to your paymasters. To those ones who have turned you to slaves and made you to be killing your own brothers and sisters. Even in your own community, you have nearly wiped all the whole youths away. No single youth can be found in that village again. Everybody has scampered for safety. And you call yourself a governor. Chineke Yakpo very soon. If you look at this, other member, okay, has been burnt, is close to APC or whatever it's been called it. You just mentioned that that of the former governor of former governor Ohakim, 3 days after he summoned a special dinner of Imo stakeholders, encouraged them to support the government of APC. 2 days after, he was attacked and his security details killed, according to you. So I have presented this matter to Imo people, and of late, some arrests have been made, some of the kingpins. So I have challenged the security agents in Imo State to make public, as soon as possible, the report of that investigation. What can they report? Highest, you will come out now and tell us that, oh, it was somebody that is looking for your position. Or maybe you can target IPOB or ESN, because that is where it will end. They will pay you. After the investigation, they will pay you to make sure that you indict IPOB or ESN. We are waiting for the results. My listeners, mark my word. Hope Uzodimma will still come out and tell you that the attack have been discovered it was IPOB and the ESN that will kill them and the entire family, because for the mention of IPOB in anything that happened in the state, whereas our hands are clean. Chineke umu ogbenye yakpo oku and Chineke umu widow. Those people have killed their children. Those people have made childless, even at old age where they can never bear children again. Their blood will always pursue you until the day you say your last prayer on this earth. And those behind these killings in Imo State be named. Okay, we are waiting. And they are going to do just that. I'm not going to pretend about that. I'm not going to play politics with the security of Imo State. Okutedu report that Hope Uzodinma's comment comes days after gunmen attacked the convoy of the former governor of Imo State, Ikedi Ohakim, with the 4 police officers killed in the incident. That is how they keep killing the small police officers we have in the country. Simply because I don't know how a past governor, for that matter, going with a convoy of how many policemen? Only 4 was killed. A lot of policemen accompanied him to that convoy. Then what happened to the poor masses? Nothing for them. It is bygone for them. May the Almighty Chukwu Okeabiama guide his people, because the gullibles are the ones suffering all this nonsense. Abuja, this news is coming from Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. A 30-year-old man don't go steal an electric cable where worth over $1 million naira plus. You go and sell am 1,000 naira. All of them na 1 million 1,000. Now the same one he carry. I laugh in Singaporean. Can you imagine? A grade A area court the day in Abuja had remanded a middle-aged man identified as Awal Abdullahi over electric cable theft in the area. Thank God that later on they will still recover the cable where he sold it. It was reported that the suspect forced his way into an estate in Abuja, carted away an electric cable worth over $1 million naira, and later sold it for 1,000 naira. Oh yeah, na this one na dankwaya. This one is complete dankwaya. I can attest to that. Okute News understand that the 30-year-old man is standing trial for criminal trespass and theft. At the court hearing of the case, police prosecutor Chinedu Ogada told the court that the complainant John Behora of Sunshine Estate, Gwarempa, Abuja, had reported the theft on December 30th of 2022. According to Ogada, the complainant alleged that on December 28th, the defendant criminally and smartly trespassed into the estate without the consent of the owners and carted away the cables belonging to the estate. Abdullahi, however, met his Waterloo as he was later nabbed and handed over to the police. During a police investigation, Abdullahi confessed to the crime, saying he sold the cable to one Fahad Aliyu for 1,000 naira only. Can you imagine? Is this not wickedness? I mean, this one, they smoke gum. Because all these smokers, they can do anything. Once they need highness, they can steal anything and they can sell it at any amount. They can even sell their life just to make sure that they get highness at that very point in time. And that is why the government has to do everything humanly possible to curtail hard drugs in the country, because it is rendering many youths useless in that very country. The prosecution counsel also quoted the suspect as saying that some time ago he stole a piece of an iron rod from the estate and sold it to another Aliu for 1,200 naira. And you're only making 1,002. So your problem no pass 1,002 and 1,000 naira. Just like Brother Shaggy and the Woos that always make 3,005 and 2,500. The offenses contravene the provisions of sections 343 and 288 of Penal Code Law, Mr. Ogada said. Those, or they quote, look at how they are busy now, quoting law for ordinary criminal who stole cable. For somebody who stole cable, maybe out of hunger, he stole it for 1,000 naira, either to eat or to smoke anything. But in that same Abuja, the people they are guiding, the people they will come out and go, my honor, section 45, and I quote and I said, they are the real criminals that made that boy to resort to stealing, because if he have job and the country is good, he will not go to steal somebody's wire that worth 1 million naira and sold it for 1,000 naira, if not for hunger. Look at how they are quoting it. And it pains me that this person that is passing this judgment is bearing an Igbo name. I don't know whether this one is a real Igbo or fake Igbo. Look at how you are quoting section 343 and the Kiniko. Then the real criminals are in Asorok. You cannot go and quote this section to them. That is the problem we are having in Nigeria. People who stole Nokia touch will be sent to jail for life. Will be sent to life jail. But people who stole with pen, they will protect them, and they will quote. And I quote that quote and that section. Now you go kill your generation. Dara. Mr. Bly, however, pleaded not guilty to the charges preferred against him. The trial judge, Saminu Suleiman, ordered that Mr. Abdullahi be remanded in the correctional service facility in Suleja until February 13 for further hearing. Just he sold something of 1,000 naira. They are sending him to correctional center in Suleja. What a word. Nigerians, which way forward? Top northern governor speaks on 11 APC governors dumping Tunumbu for PDP's article. Let's see if it is true or not true. Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State has dismissed report that 11 northern All Progressive Congress APC governors were secretly meeting with the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Speaking during a meeting with the state party officials, members of his campaign council, as well as elected and appointed government officials at the government house in Lafia, the state capital, Sule revealed why APC northern governors agreed that President Muhammadu Buhari's successor should come from the south. He accused the opposition and parasites in government of spreading false information about governors meeting with Atiku. According to the Nasarawa State governor, there was no reason for any APC governor from the north to meet with Atiku, considering the fact that the APC governors from the region strongly insisted that the next president should come from the south. Sule said, these lies are coming from mainly two categories of people. One is the opposition that is doing everything possible to distract us because nobody wants Asiwaju to win this election. more than the APC governors from the north. The reason is when the APC governors from the north realized that we were trying to retain the position in the north, the APC governors rose to the question and said, no, this position has to go to the south in order for us to be respected as people who believe in Nigeria. Which south now? Which south? Southwest, south, or southeast? Make it clear, my dear. After Baba, President Muhammadu Buhari holds this office for 8 years with the help of the south. If today we say we still want to hold on to the position, the world will not respect northerners. And that was our only reason. And not everybody was with us on this page. But God so kind. We had a president who listened and he listened to us, and of course we succeeded, and Swajus takes the position. He called on the APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu to be wary of the falsehood that northern APC governors had secret meetings with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I keep telling Aswaju, and I will tell him again, you, Atiku, Yaradua are on the same page. Nobody among these parasites understand Atiku more than you. If any governor is meeting Atiku privately in his house, you as well should know better. Don't listen to them and don't allow yourself to be carried away. If anybody wants you to win this election, it is the APC northern governors, he said. When I don't hear them, okay now. Atiku versus Wike, Tinubu have met with the G5 governors in London, rejected their demands. Let's see what are the demands of Wike and the Integrity Group, as they are being called. The spokesman of the Atiku Abubakar Presidential Campaign Council, Daniel Wahala, has insisted that the G5 governors of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) met with all Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu in London. Okute News report that Bola Tinubu had denied holding a meeting with the governors of Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, Okezi Ikpeazu of Abia State, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State, Seyi Makinde Oyo, and Samuel Ortom of Benue State ahead of the presidential election coming February 2023. But speaking during an Arise TV morning program, Bala revealed that Tinubu met with the 5 agreed PDP governors but turned down the demand of the governors. As about the meeting, Bala said they met there in Kensington in London, but the meeting deadlocked. Then how do you know what they demand? How do you know that they were turned down? All this on allies will never lead this country anywhere. It can never lead this country anywhere. Simply because you are being paid a peanut. You are selling an otapia to the Nigerian, a country of over 216 million people. You keep lying every now and then simply because of the peanut they pay to your account, which you think you are comfortable with it, right? God will shall judge all of us. One of the reasons that the meeting in London did not pull through is their alleged demand. The demand that the G5 governor came with could not be accommodated, given the fact that the damage that they thought they were capable of doing had not happened after 5 months. Atiku is still considered as leading. For your own mind now. Now we have made concerted efforts to reconcile, and the doors are still open. There's no part of the structure of this party that has not engaged with Wike and his group in a bid to reconcile. One of their demands is for Ayu to resign, and we have gone through this part. Why we think it can't happen? Nobody can ask him to resign unless he chooses to resign. He was elected by the party, and that are constitutional provisions and guidelines that led to his emergence as national chairman. That movement has not damaged us. It has not reduced our fellowship. In fact, they have expanded beyond the number or nucleus of that campaign. And the more time went by, people have come to realize that the campaign is not about equity, justice, and fairness, but about interest, aggregation, and factoring. Even if you have an interest, you can sit in political party and negotiate. But this top article, by all means, targets and agenda is not working. The PDP campaign spokesman said there is no way Nigerians will go back to APC after all they have suffered in the last 7 years, according to Daniel Wahala. No youth will travel abroad for greener pastures if I'm elected president. Peter Obi of Labour Party. And I hear him. You get the point now. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, has promised that Nigerians youths will no longer need to leave the country for greener pastures if he becomes president coming 2023 February. Then Okutenu report that the former governor of Anambra State made this promise on Thursday at the party's presidential campaign rally in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital. Obi pledged to implement policies that will secure the future of the youth and pay attention to unemployment to ensure graduates get paid jobs. The former governor vowed to end poverty, corruption, and insecurity if elected in the forthcoming presidential election, adding that his administration will bring good governance to the doorstep of the whole Nigerians. He said, "My administration will move this country from consumption to production and bring the dividends of good governance to the doorstep of our people. There will surely be a better tomorrow for all of us. I will not only stop corruption, I will eradicate poverty in every state of the federation because our youth will be properly taken care of and will no longer be traveling out of the country for greener pastures." Ekiti Kete, please vote for Labour Party in the forthcoming presidential election. In his remarks, the Labour Party chairman, national chairman, Julius Abure, commended the party supporters in the state for their presence or for their presence at the rally and urged them to work towards the party's victory in the forthcoming general elections. Abure also highlighted the qualities of the party's presidential candidate, describing him as reliable, dedicated, committed, and ready to fight for the survival of all Nigerians. In quote, in bracket, all Nigerians. If only the youth will listen. If only the youth will abide by this. Whoever that come to you with money, collect that money, but make sure you vote your conscience. Do not say your vote. Do not make mockery of your vote. Your vote counts. Believe it or leave it. The era has come and gone when they are stealing ballot box. This time around, nobody dares to snatch any ballot box. Everything is electronically. So, if you really want the best for this country, get your PVCs coming 2023 February 25th. Go and cast your vote. Make sure your vote, you cast your vote and do what? And you defend it. You get the point now? Get your vote. Get your PVC, cast it, and defend your vote. Please, for the betterness of you and your future generation. I'm talking to the youth, not to the old ones who are close to their last span. Get your PVC and vote the right people. So let us take the last but not the least on our hand here. Peter Obi, why I call Obasanjo a morally dirty man? Garuba Shehu, simply because he did not endorse APC, neither do he endorse PDP. Now Obasanjo has become a dirty man. Look at the person calling somebody a dirty man. A very stinking old fool. Garuba Shehu, the senior special assistant on media and publicity to President Buhari, has explained why he called former President Olusegun Obasanjo a morally dirty man over his letter addressed to Nigerian youths, where he endorsed the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Okute News earlier reported that the presidency, in a statement on Monday, attacked Obasanjo, describing him as a frustrated and jealous individual. In the statement titled "Moralist Squilage, Obasanjo attacks leaders out of frustration," Shehu highlighted 4 things he perceived about Obasanjo, attacks from left, right, and center. Hey, simply because he endorsed Peter Obi. What offense has Peter Obi committed that Obasanjo cannot endorse him? That is what I see. I keep asking myself this question till this hour. There's no any answers. Simply because he's coming to fight corruption. Simply because I made it clear that Nigeria of yesterday can never be of Nigeria of tomorrow. That youth will have hope. That those people who have stolen whatever they've stolen, they will come out and vomit it. That Nigeria will have light and have it in abundance. That the economy will be good, whereby no youth again will travel abroad or do yahoo for survival. That is the only offense Peter will be committed. And the attack has been coming from left, right, and center. Child, I weep for the poor. The statement alleged that Obasanjo has a habit of attacking past leaders because he believes no one is better than him. The statement, however, boasted that President Buhari is far ahead of Obasanjo in terms of achievements in office as well as international acceptance. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? How? How much is a dollar when Obasanjo left office in 2007? And how much is a dollar today? How much debt did Obasanjo inherit? He cleared it. Nigeria have never been in any debt when Obasanjo left office. Then how much debt? We are about to hit 77 trillion naira, almost $120 billion as debt. And that is what the incoming government will inherit. And you say he did well, more than Obasanjo. All these politics, If a mouth can turn to gun, I swear to God, a lot of people would have been dead by now. The statement, however, boasted that President Buhari is far ahead of Obasanjo in terms of achievements in office. Okay, Garoba speaks. In recent interview with a media personality, Kikilomo Atanda Owo, on her TV show, Ray Talk with Kike, Garoba, when asked about the morality dating man statement, said Obasanjo attacked the record of Buhari's administration. He noted that Obasanjo is always in the habit of attacking the records of the administration, and the records need to be set. He said he didn't just endorse P2B. If that is all he did, then it is perfectly okay, but for the fact that he also attacked the records of our administration, for which reason we felt he needed a reply. Ordinarily, we leave Obasanjo to say whatever he wants to say, and it doesn't affect the achievement of our administration. But records have to be set, and the facts have to be stated. That is why we responded to him. Okay, now, you and Obasanjo, if they set rates for you, two of you now, be rest assured that even before you reach that place, Obasanjo has been there, even collect the trophy. Because you are just ordinary spokesperson, and you are attacking a past elder statesman, calling him a dirty something. Can't you say that is either your brain is congealed or you have empty brain? Don't no respect for elders simply because you are defending this administration that have dealt with Nigerians seriously. Ogun will locate you very soon. That is the only thing I have for you. So my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, the ones who love what I'm doing, I thank you all for listening and for also watching and also extracting the wisdom on this very broadcast. Until I come your way again, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button. You'll be notified each time we'll post something new or we'll go live on this channel or any other channel related to Kute Daily Talk. Until I come your way again, I am saying bye for now. Ke mesiano. Kachineke mezioku. Oh, mbanin.